Hi, my name is Maya Lopez, and I would like to give you our version of Once Upon a Something by Christina Varela, and I hope you enjoy it.
Ah, Benjamin, finally we've arrived at our destination, the Royal Palace of Apollonia. I'll finally be able to meet my wife-to-be.
Yes, Your Highness. It only took us 22 days, 14 hours, and 43 minutes to get here on horseback. I'm not the least bit tired, hungry, sore, or miserable.
Now, don't ruin this moment for me, Benjamin. I've waited a long time to meet my wife-to-be, the beautiful princess of Apollonia.
Yes, Your Highness. You will be wed to a beautiful princess. How fortunate of you. You know, she might not be beautiful. You haven't laid eyes on her after all.
Don't be so pessimistic, Benjamin. Have you ever heard of an ugly princess?
No?
Welcome. You must be Prince Ethan of Ornston. We've long awaited your arrival. Your Highness, I am Suetonius, loyal servant of the royal family of Apollonia.
Suetonius? Your mother must not have liked you. I'm indeed Prince Ethan. This is my loyal servant, Benjamin.
Well met, sirs.
Pleasure. Now tell me, good Suetonius, when will I be able to meet my bride?
Your bride? Surely your Highness would like some refreshments first. Some rest?
No, Suetonius, my heart cannot bear waiting a moment longer. I must see my bride now.
Very well, Your Highness. I shall inform the king. Oh, never mind. Here he is now. Your Majesty, may I present Prince Ethan of Ornston and his loyal serving man, Benjamin. Prince Ethan, this is His Royal Majesty, King Fred of Apollonia.
Your Majesty, it's an honor.
Welcome. There's no need for all that bowing and scraping. You're men, and one of you is a princess. Now, let me get a good look at my future son-in-law. Yeah, you'll make a fine king. I knew your father when we were both lads, and I knew he'd have a fine son.
You honor me, King Fred. I don't mean to be so hasty, but can I meet my bride now?
Eager, aren't you? I like that. Yes, we can meet her, and we'll have the wedding today.
Today? So soon? Why do we hope to meet her right away? I thought we could get to know each other a little bit before.
What's the point? You never really know a woman until you've been married to her for 10 years. I certainly didn't know who my dear wife was until we've been married for 13 years. And then she died. And that's that. Life is too short to wait. So we'll have the wedding today. Antonius!
Your Majesty,
Fetch my daughters.
at once.
Daughters? You have more than one?
I have 3 daughters, and you have a choice of one to marry.
Your Majesty, I'm certain all your daughters are wonderful. How will I ever choose?
You're bound to like one better than the others. And we'll have the girls have a say as well. It doesn't really matter as long as you become my son-in-law. I need to see one of these girls taken care of today. Doesn't matter which.
I see, Your Majesty.
Pardon me for speaking, Your Majesty, but can we get some refreshments? I know Your Highness here is parched, and even though he won't say so, he wants some food to drink.
But of course. We'll feast all night. But we can have snacks in the meantime. Doris, bring some snacks for our guests!
Right away, Your Majesty!
My good Doris, she's getting old, but I swear she gives a lot better than I do. Ah, there's Suetonius to the girls. Girls, may I present Prince Ethan of Ornston. His father was my dearest friend in youth. He's here to marry one of you. Doesn't matter which. Prince Ethan, may I present my daughters. Yes, I'll introduce them. This is my oldest daughter. Her name is Ariella.
A pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure, Mama. And this is the middle one. Her name is Gentleman.
It's a good to meet you.
I'm charmed.
And my youngest, my daughter, Emma Rose.
Still my heart.
Which one do you want to marry?
Your Majesty, well, I haven't had any time to get to know any of them. How could I possibly choose so soon?
Alright. Alright. I'll give you about a minute. But, just don't take all day. I don't want to wait all day.
Very well, Your Majesty. Might I at least have a moment to speak about the matter with my servant Benjamin?
Very well then. I'll give you about a few minutes. Just don't Don't take forever. I don't have all day to wait.
Well, what do you think, Benjamin?
Whatever you say, Your Highness.
They are all pretty, are they not?
Yeah, you're full of wisdom, Your Highness.
But who to choose? How about the youngest? She seems the prettiest.
What? No, you can't possibly choose that one.
Even our names sound nice together. Ethan and Emma Rose.
No, you can't possibly choose that one.
And why ever not, Benjamin?
Because just look at her. She's hideous.
Whatever are you talking about, Benjamin?
Yeah, look, she has scars and she's obviously covered in makeup.
Are you blind, Benjamin?
Well, she has a very ferocious temper. She clawed at her sister just when you were not looking.
She looks perfect. You're out of your mind.
No, look, she even has a lazy eye.
She's so beautiful. What a pity. I guess I'll choose one of the other ones.
Wonderful idea, Your Highness.
Jenilyn or Ariella? I guess it doesn't really matter. They're both strangers to me.
And
I think I'll choose Ariella. She's a tad prettier.
an excellent idea.
Well, King Fred, my decision has been made. All your daughters are lovely beyond compare. But I have to choose Princess Ariella to be my bride.
Marvelous! Ariella's thrilled, I'm sure. Aren't you, Ariella?
Well, no, not really, Father.
And why not?
What? Why not? Why not? I mean, Ethan will make a fine husband. Why don't you want to marry him?
To be honest, Father, I'm afraid of commitment.
What a commitment!
All those years stuck to the same person, Father, I'd go crazy. And look at him. He's not very attractive.
Not very attractive. I am extremely attractive.
Father, please don't make me marry him.
Very well, Pudding. You know I'd never make you do anything against your will. Life is too short to be unhappy. But don't fret, Ethan. I still have 2 other daughters, and only one has to marry you. Perhaps Princess Jenilyn could marry you?
I'd be delighted to marry Princess Jenilyn. Now that I take a closer look, she is much prettier than Ariella.
I don't really want to. Father, I want to have a career as a scientist.
Scientist? Oh, I suppose you have to pursue your dreams. But you can still be a scientist and get married, you know.
I'd rather focus on science. Besides, if I'm going to be in a relationship, it's important to be intelligent. And Prince Ethan just doesn't seem very bright.
Not bright. I'm perfectly bright. And I have many other good qualities too.
Don't you get over it, boy. She doesn't want you. Well, it only takes one. Perhaps Emerald will marry you.
No! I mean, no. One of the other princesses should reconsider.
They don't want him. So, Emerald, will you marry the boy?
No, Father. I can't.
You too?
Oh, bother.
There's nothing wrong with you, Prince Ethan. It's just, I want to marry my true love, and I don't think you're my true love.
How would you ever know that if you don't even get to know me?
I'm sorry.
King Fred, I've never been so insulted in my life. I'm Prince of Orangetown. I'm handsome and charming and would be a good catch. Any of your daughters would be lucky to have me as their husband.
That's true. Girl, can't one of you just marry him? It's just a marriage. It's not a big deal. Do it for your poor father. I really want to see one of you get married today.
I brought this snack to Majesty.
Oh, thank you. It seems I've known my daughters wants to marry Prince Ethan. Can you believe it? Oh, yes, Doris is Prince Ethan of Orangetown. Ethan is Doris.
A pleasure, Doris.
Yes.
Oh, princesses, surely one of you will marry me. I'm rich.
We're princesses. We already have money. Why would we need yours? And love is the most important thing. Much more important than money.
I agree. Nothing is more important than true love.
Now, Benjamin, wait.
No.
Doris, whatever, it's the matter.
Oh no! Terrible news, Your Majesty!
What is it?
Doris has accidentally poisoned one of the snacks. She meant to use it as a trap for the rats and other vermin that plague the castle, but she accidentally served it To you.
Just me?
Just you, Your Majesty.
I feel fine.
You're not fine, Your Majesty. Unfortunately, you've only got about 5 minutes to live.
5 minutes?
I'm so sorry, Your Majesty.
Don't worry, Doris. It was an accident. It could have happened to anybody. Well, I suppose I've got to die now.
No, Father, you can't die. Father, no! Doris, what's wrong with you? How could he poison our father? I'm sorry.
Don't blame Doris, girls.
My heart is grieved that you're starting poison. Let me know if there's anything I can do to ease your suffering.
If only I could see one of my girls get married before the end.
Quick, ladies, one of you marry me, quickly.
They don't want you, Your Highness. Your Majesty, you said you wanted one of your daughters to get married, right? It didn't have to be the Prince Ethan.
Well, she'd still have to find such a man quickly, as I've only got a few minutes to live.
Emma Rose, marry me.
You're Prince Ethan's servant, aren't you?
I am Benjamin, and I have loved you ever since I laid eyes on you like a few minutes ago. Will you marry me?
All right.
What? Why him and not me?
I think he's my true love.
Yes, and you can't fight true love. Alright then. Emma Rose, do you take... What's your name again? Benjamin. Benjamin. Emma Rose, do you take Benjamin to be your husband?
I do.
And Benjamin, do you take Emma Rose to be your wife?
I do.
By the power vested in me as Platonius, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Now I can die happy.
Wait a minute, you cannot.
What?
I was promised one of your daughters as a bride. You wanted me to be your son-in-law.
That is true. That's true. Ariella, Jimmy, well, one of you marry your father's dying wish. I mean, come on.
Very well, Father. As the oldest, I guess I'll sacrifice myself since Jen and Lynn still have their career as a scientist. Thank you, sister.
Let's get on with it. King Fred is dying.
Wait, the wedding won't be complete without the wedding bell there how he's freedom.
Woman, your father only has moments to live.
I'll be quick. He has a few more minutes to live. He'll be all right. Let me go get it. Doris, come help me get dressed. Doris, you owe me a favor since you married my father-in-law. Take this bell and marry Prince Ethan. He won't know it till it's too late. He's a rather delicious young man. I'd be happy to. Thank you, Doris. I'm ready to marry Prince Ethan.
Ariella, is that you?
Of course it is. Who else would it be? Antonius, before the ceremony, quickly.
At once, Your Majesty. Ariella, do you take Prince Ethan to be your husband?
I do.
And Prince Ethan, do you take Ariella to be your wife?
I do.
Then by the power vested in me as Platonius, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh! It is you, the old lady who poisoned the king! I have been deceived.
A fine trick, Doris. Well, you can't really blame her. I mean, none of the girls wanted to marry you. But it's too late. I gotta die now. Wait. Where's Ariella?
Here I am, Father.
Oh, okay then. Oh, God. Gather around, girls. Gather around, girls. I need to tell you before I bury my family treasure, if I die.
Where, Father?
I buried the treasure in a secret place. Oh, the pain of dying! The excruciating agony! The treasure is buried in... Blank.
No, Father, no!
What's that you say, Doris? Great news, Your Majesty. Doris didn't serve you the poison snack after all. She made a mistake. You're going to live.
That's wonderful news!
Woohoo! Yes! Yes! Oh! 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 Oh!
She didn't serve you the snack, Your Highness. She served it to Prince Ethan.
What? I'm going to die?
Just kidding.
Oh, thank heaven. Wait! I've been wed against my will to this old harrigan.
Oh, don't be so dramatic, Ethan. She's just an old woman. How long can she live, really?
Your Majesty, I've never been so humiliated in my life. You and your daughter should be ashamed of yourselves.
Yeah, we're very ashamed.
Father, where did you bury the treasure?
What treasure?
The one you were talking about when you were dying.
Oh, that was just for dramatic effect.
Father, how could you?
Don't worry, Pumpkin. No harm was done.
No harm was done. I married this old ninny.
Do stop being so dramatic, boy. Clitoris isn't even a real minister. You're not really married to him, Doris.
That's correct. So I'm not married to Emma Rose?
It's okay, Benjamin. We can still be in love.
Excuse me? I'm Prince of Orangeton. And I still expect a bride. Do you hear me, King Fred? Do you hear me?
I'll be your bride, honey bunny.
I'm in a nightmare. A nightmare.
You can run, but you can't hide. And they all lived happily ever. Well, sort of. I'm coming, honey bear.